read some of it to all of you. Federal prosecutors have obtained an audio recording of a summer 2021 meeting in which former President Trump acknowledges he held onto a classified Pentagon document about a potential attack on Iran. Multiple sources told CNN, undercutting his argument that he declassified everything. The recording indicates Trump understood he retained classified material after leaving the White House, according to multiple sources familiar with the investigation. On the recording, Trump's comments suggest he would like to share the information, but is aware of limitations on his ability post-presidency to declassify records, two sources said. This feels like a lights-out indictment of any sort of baloney that he's been saying about, I thought them declassified. He didn't even declassify them in his imagination.
If this reporting is true, and I'm trying not to use hyperbole, this is game over. There's no way that he will not be charged. One, it's a tape recording. Even though the reporting is there are also witnesses, so there could be tape recording with the witnesses. It involves not just possession of classified information, but dissemination of classified information. That puts it into a completely different ballpark when you're at the Department of Justice examining the seriousness of the violation and whether to bring charges. It also is a separate crime to disseminate versus just possess. It differentiates Biden and Pence. So from just a political perspective, it's huge because it's a way of saying there's no evidence that this happened with respect to President Biden or former Vice President Pence. The information is not just classified information. It's one of the most sensitive types of classified information, which is war plans involving potential attack on Iran. So from every single aspect of this, if this reporting is accurate and there is this tape recording, there will be an indictment. And it is hard to see how, given all of the evidence that we've been talking about, that there will not be a conviction here. I mean, this is a tape recording.
Let me ask you then. So a lot of what is public facing is the evidence that sort of piles up on the obstruction side. There's a lot less visibility into the espionage or the mishandling. I mean, this you're saying is you think game over on an espionage charge, or what is the charge?
Absolutely. So there's espionage charges. I mean, this is basically, it is a crime to...
A violation of the Espionage Act.
Yes. So this is, it is a crime to possess national defense information without authority. Mm-hmm. It is a crime to disseminate that is to share it. And here, apparently, according to the reporting, it is disseminated, it is shared with people who do not have clearance to get this information. And this isn't this is not like a foot fault. This is war plans that are being given to people who have no clearance to get it. It is hard to imagine a Department of Justice that was willing to do this search in Mar-a-Lago. This is their worst nightmare as to what they were thinking would happen with this information, which is that Donald Trump was, at the very least, lax in how he was handling it, and it's going to have huge repercussions within the intelligence community in terms of making sure this isn't the only thing that was disseminated.